What is cross-contamination in food safety? If you're curious about how food can become unsafe to eat, you're probably wondering about cross-contamination. Let's break it down to ensure you can keep your food safe and healthy. Cross-contamination is when harmful substances, like bacteria or viruses, are transferred from one food, surface, or piece of equipment to another. This can happen in several ways, and it's crucial to understand them to prevent food poisoning. One common way cross-contamination occurs is through food-to-food contact. For example, if you store raw meat on a top shelf in the fridge and it drips onto cooked vegetables on a lower shelf, the bacteria from the raw meat can contaminate the vegetables. Similarly, if you grill raw chicken next to a steak, the bacteria from the chicken can spread to the steak. Another way cross-contamination happens is through people. If you touch raw meat and then handle vegetables or other ready-to-eat foods without washing your hands, you can transfer bacteria from the raw meat to the other foods. This is why washing your hands thoroughly before and after handling raw food is so important. Equipment also plays a significant role in cross-contamination. Using the same knife or cutting board for raw meat and then for vegetables without proper cleaning and sanitizing can transfer bacteria. For instance, if you cut raw chicken on a chopping board and then use the same board to chop a cucumber without washing and disinfecting it, you risk contaminating the cucumber. To prevent cross-contamination, it's essential to keep raw and ready-to-eat foods separate. Store raw foods, especially meat and fish, on the bottom shelf of the fridge to prevent juices from dripping onto other foods. Use separate utensils, cutting boards, and equipment for raw and ready-to-eat foods, or ensure they are thoroughly washed and sanitized between uses. Cleaning and sanitizing work surfaces, chopping boards, and equipment regularly is also vital. This includes washing your hands frequently, especially after touching raw food or using the bathroom. Keeping food covered and off the floor during storage and avoiding unnecessary touching of food can also help prevent cross-contamination. In addition, using separate cleaning materials such as cloths and sponges for areas where ready-to-eat foods are stored, handled, and prepared can help. It's also important to ensure that your staff, if you're running a food business, know how to avoid cross-contamination by following these guidelines. Cross-contamination isn't just about bacteria. It can also involve allergens like peanuts or milk. If foods that contain these allergens come into contact with other foods, they can trigger allergic reactions in people who consume them. By understanding and following these guidelines, you can significantly reduce the risk of cross-contamination and keep your food safe and healthy. Remember, preventing cross-contamination is a simple yet crucial step in food safety.